Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about some spooky stories that happened in different parts of Australia. So here is the first one. Now we're talking about a theatre. It is called Princess Theatre in Melbourne and Victoria. So here's the story. There is a ghost in Princess Theatre. Is a seat. So they've got a seat specifically for this ghost for the opening night of performances. In 1887, Frederick Baker was known as Frederick, I can't say the name, but took a leading role in the opera Fast. In his final scene, this guy fell through a stage trapdoor after suffering from a heart attack, and then he soon died backstage. So onlookers were none to the wiser, assuming it was part of the show, and some say he came out to take a final bow when the performances ended. Over the years, there have been many reports of strange lights flickering in the theatre, and a number of people have it that they felt something brush past them at an empty corridor, and it's strange of all, there have been reported. So, strangest of all, the reported of sightings of the ghost himself in the theatre. So often at night when he is reportedly seen to be watching shows and criticizing, or whatever he's doing, the performances on the stage. So here's another story on Port Arthur in Tasmania. Okay, so Port Arthur has served in a confinement of settlement in the most 50 of years, and more than 1,000 people have died at Port Arthur. And a series of unexplained events at the site have been reported since the arrival of free settlers have been noted by soldiers and other visitors in the more recent time. The Old Punishment Jail in particular is known to be a hot spot for unusual activity. Take a lantern light and ghost tour after dark and read the experiences. So you can actually do a ghost tour at Port Arthur. Okay, so here's another story about a asylum that is in Victoria. So it's abandoned asylum. And they had like a lot of people going there, like mental health problems, blah blah blah, like mental health hospital, and it's believed to be haunted with many deaths that are occurring in the facility during the 120 years of use. So people have been reported being pushed and being tickled and have heard strange banging noises, along with patients who have died in the facility. And the site has also been haunted by a former nurse, and ghost tours are offered at the asylum. So the asylum is called Ardale, Aradale. Now, another one is about in South Australia. So this one is about a hotel. Napunda. I can't even see it, but that's what it says. Okay, so this has been haunted. So there's a hotel that is haunted. And it's a 1 hour drive from north of Adelaide. It's a busy mining town in the early 1800s, and the pub opened in 1849 to serve the region. Many stories of crime have a link to this hotel, including a few murderers. So a ghostly woman has thought to be a sex worker in the pub, and a little girl thought to her daughter to be said to haunt the halls. Apparently, the ghost of a miner who died after his leg amputated, well, his leg was, in the hotel, and sometimes be seen cycling along nearby streets. And ghost crime tours are offered there. And the paranormal lock-in at the hotel, where you'll be getting to with equipment and to try and get a reading on the paranormal on the building. Another one is Monte Cristo Homestead and Dune of New South Wales. So it is constructed by Christopher William Crawley, a farmer that whose fortunes have changed when he built a hotel near a railway station line in the 1800s. Crawley and his family members lived in the homestead, and some of them also died there. And this includes Crawley himself and his wife, both from illness. Apparently neither of them have left the building since. So there's paranormal activity happening there. Okay, so, but more tragically, it is said that Crawley's maids have threw themselves off the balcony or was pushed, and when she discovered she was pregnant with Crawley's child, another of Crawley's ligament children who was also born to a maid, and it's thought to haunt the property as well. He's supposed to be joined by a stable boy who burned to death in an arson attack. And there are just a few of these ghosts that roam the property. And then you can try and feel their icy presence for yourself on a ghost tour. So you can go and do a ghost tour. Okay, it's another one. This is in Western Australia and Perth, and it's the Arts Centre. So this building is known as the Fremantle Arts Centre, and it was built in the 1860s as an asylum for those who were suffering from mental illness and poor women. Patients were treated more like prisoners, and the facility became more overcrowded. And it was doomed to a solution that there were people suffering from a range of conditions, including menopause and sunstroke. And the death of a woman who had the hand of a violent inmate sparked the closure of the facility. So it was then used to house soldiers and during the World War II. And this was reported started sightings of strange banging, whispering, and crying at the night. And a staff who later came to work in the Arts Centre have reported sudden changes in temperatures and thought it was at the work of ghosts. So there you have it. Excuse me, guys. So there's many more stories like this. Many more. Anyway, guys, if you like those few stories, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will be happy to do some more. Please subscribe if you like this content, and I will get back to you guys all. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.